Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman and welcome back for more Let's Play Banjo-Tooie. Starting up here on the fifth floor once again. This is the floor accessed by the rooftop. This is the same spot where we got the Jiggy earlier. There is a floor here that I just never happened to open up. I had a feeling this was here, I just completely forgot about it. And yeah, this, I believe, more or less just a shortcut back to the fourth floor, even though it's not really needed. Fortunately, it's a very easy way for me to get back to the fourth floor, and subsequently a warp pad, because that is exactly what I was gonna do. I knew it was slipping my mind in the last video, I just needed to confirm that it was there. Anyways, I'm gonna go transform with Mumbo here, not with Wumba, because there is still another Mumbo thing here that I need to do. That was a really, really bad opening, but anyways. Yes, I do want Mumbo's help again. I couldn't really do this all in one thing because I knew I needed to switch back to Banjo and Kazooie to get on the other side, and I'm gonna need to switch again right after this, so I don't know if I showed what happens if you go into the wigwam as Mumbo yet. I'm surprised I didn't do it in Pterodactyl Land, but I'm gonna get at a pool. Yeah, okay, I guess I did already, but it's kind of funny that Wumba kind of scolds Mumbo. Anyways, continuing on through here, if you remember, in this room here, you may or may not remember, because it's been, well, it hasn't actually been that many videos ago, it was maybe 3 videos ago or something. There was a Mumbo switch. Hope this works. Electromagnetic? Electromagnet? Magnetic? Whatever. Magnet malfunction. Auto-fixing program initiated. Magnet will be reactivated in 90 seconds. So yeah, we got to do this whole thing again. I'm trying to remember if this leads to where I think it does, because I seem to remember this being needed to get to the boss of the area. But at the same time, I haven't gone near where the boss is, and that actually surprises me. Because I feel like that's like a whole other... Oh shoot, wrong... Nope, I'm well aware of that. I think I'll still have quite enough time, but yeah. Spoiler warning, we actually have to transform with Wumba to even do this, so... It's a good thing warp pads exist, because I don't know if this would be possible without warp pads. Maybe if you knew the area super well, maybe if you had Super Banjo turned on, I feel like it probably would be barely, but... Super Banjo is a cheat code that doubles Banjo's speed, which is actually really broken in speedruns because it can be useful for doing a lot of sequence breaking, so... Anyways, you have Globo. I want to give Globo to Humba? Yes. Throw the little thing in there. And transform. Yeah, we still have 50 seconds to go. Anyways, transformation! Anyone who's played Banjo-Kazooie will recognize this, actually. Wumba call this washer. Use left stick to move and press left trigger or right trigger to fire underwear. This was actually in Banjo-Kazooie as a secret cheat code. If you used the wishy-washy Banjo code after clearing all the stop and swap puzzles, or not stop and swap, the puzzles in Bottles' house. I don't believe that's something I showed off either in my Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play, even though I think I recorded videos for that one time, but anyways, yeah, if you do that, you can get a washing machine, and, okay, I believe just hitting the, thing is all we needed to do. The washing machine in the original functioned the exact same as Banjo did, but in this game, it's actually being modified to give itself its own kind of feel. And check this out here, this is very interesting. Mechanical personnel may not use warp pads, use the service elevator instead. Yeah! No warp pads for us. You have to use service elevators, which is kind of interesting. That also means that we're gonna have a little bit more of a tough time getting around. But because we're a washing machine, we can help these guys out now. time for something really glorious. Can you give me my overalls a quick spin? Come inside and I'll give it a try. Is it safe? I don't want them to get ripped. Just drop your shorts, buddy. From this angle, that does not help at all. And yeah, that's better. Try and find my 5 Skivvy work. Oh, yeah. Anyways, that's what we gotta do. Now, yeah, this is a pretty involved side quest, but it can be knocked out really quickly if you do all the prep work beforehand. So, yeah, one of them, if you remember, was actually over this way. Pretty out of the way if you ask me, but I think there's somewhat of a notice here. May also notice the washing machine has a little bit more life than we do. This thing is pretty great in that I think it has the most health of any vehicle. In general, I think the washing machine might be my favorite vehicle in the game, transformation in the game. I'm not really sure. The one in World... I kind of like the van. I like the van in idea, it's just not used for too much of anything interesting. It's basically just drive around, drop money off, and you're invincible. The submarine's really cool, and I like that you can use the submarine against the boss. But other than that... yeah. You can actually get the washing machine quite early in this level. I just held off on it for quite a bit. Anyways, we can now use the service elevators on all the other floors. I think that every floor should be open to us, I think. Yeah, from here, we can now get this guy because he was kind of out of the way. Hey, soil wash if you don't mind. That's better. Try and find my 3 Skivvy workmates. And fortunately, another one of them was just over this way in the workers' quarters. Over here, I believe? Or over here, is he? I know he's in this area. Oh, no, he is here. I knew you were somewhere in here. I guess I'm gonna wash if you don't mind. That's better. Try and find my 2 Skivvy workmates. I know where one of them is. You can do a lot of other weird stuff with the washing machine as well. I kind of did some sequence breaking, and that some stuff like the jiggy that falls in the quality control room after you break all the barrels, you're supposed to get that with the washing machine, but we kind of already did that. So I don't remember what is necessarily needed on some of these other floors. I believe the last rabbit's on floor 5, because I think there's one somewhere. Actually, I know where the one is here. Remember, there is the boiler plant over here. Access granted. And we have this guy here. Have you still wash if you don't mind? Yeah, this is the other side of the boiler room, which we were in before. It was just a little while ago. Just one more, and that worker is on floor 5. So floor 4, if you do some sequence breaking, is pretty much optional. So, all in all, like, I don't know, I remember this side quest taking a while, but here's the thing, you can do this in chunks as well, and I think if you do this in chunks, like take the washing machine after every time you find a rabbit, yeah, it'll take a little bit of time, because you'll be constantly going back and forth between Wumbas and such. Thankfully with Wumba, you can just sort of go there, transform, and yeah, like just easily get in and out of transforming. Anyway, there's a service door here, and there was a worker just... I know for a fact there's a worker in here. I heard him already. Oh, it's just up here. And this will be another Jiggy. After this, I think there's only one more left in the level, and it's the boss fight. Not counting the one we need to backtrack to, which we saw, but again, I pointed out we can't exactly get. Can I get this? There we go. I was really worried about that. We're actually closer to the end of the Jiggies than you'd think we would be. Believe it or not, there's only 90 Jiggies in the game. There's not 100 like there were in the original game. So, I believe there was plans for a... I believe there was plans for a world that got cut out, and that would have been where the extra 10 jiggies would have came from, but because those were scrapped, then, yeah, the game ended up with only 90, so... Then again, Nuts and Bolts throws every number out the convention and decides to go with 128 jiggies for some reason, so... Or 127, I don't remember how many are in Nuts and Bolts, there's a lot, though. Anyways, with all that... Aha! I found it. On the first floor here, that's the main entrance over there. Air control plant. This is an area we have not even gone to yet. Yeah. Thought Jolly Roger's Lagoon wasn't big enough. There's still a whole other area to go. Fortunately... Oh, crap. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, you don't want to be down here, I don't think. Fortunately, there's not that much in this area. This is pretty much a way leading to the boss area. And this is the last... Wait, no, hold on, Hold on. Yeah, that actually is the last note for this area. So what else are we missing? I think it's just the boss Jiggy now. Yeah. Yeah, just the boss Jiggy. All in all, this world actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Actually, that's not the way I need to go either, so... I'm pretty sure it's not anyway. I seem to remember... Where the heck do I go here? Oh. Ignore me, I'm not noticing an obvious ladder here. That was pretty hard to see from the camera angle, though. It was kind of obscuring my view there. Anyways... Yeah, we got the repair depot here. If you're feeling super, super, super gutsy, you can make your way across there, and... I believe... That didn't even show me what I was trying to aim for there. I did not mean to get the fire eggs there. I meant to get grenades. Oh, wait, no, this is what I was thinking of here. If you want to be super, super, super gutsy, there is a Cheeto page over there. Let's try for it, because I can. Ah, I screwed it up. Whatever. Fortunately, the cutscene stops you there. And time for one of the more cinematic boss fights. What on earth is that? I think it looks like an enormous toilet cleaner. Well, he doesn't seem to be very mobile, so how the poor thing's struggling to get in here. This shouldn't be much trouble then, ... Welder, visually impaired welding torch.
I believe it states quite clearly in the workers' guidelines that bears are not to be let into the building.
So?
Well, you're a bear, aren't you?
No.
Oh, I must remember to wear my glasses. Well, I'm out now, so I might as well get to work.
Meet Welder. This is one of the harder bosses in the game. I think I said that about Lord Rufak as well, and... I actually wouldn't deny I think Lord Rufak is kind of a difficult boss. Lord Rufak was actually the last one that I ever beat on replay mode.
Please refrain from doing that. I'm full of flammable gas.
So yeah, pretty much, yeah.
How about a few nuts and bolts?
Referencing future game! And I believe after that, he starts that off again. Yep. Didn't seem to like that too much.
Perhaps if I use my weight a little more.
I don't think Welder is that difficult of a boss. He kind of has some difficult things.
Don't maybe come close to you.
It's interesting to note, actually, that his visual impairment actually is referenced in the boss fight. When he mentions, when Banjo lies about not being a bear, him mentioning about the needing glasses thing is kind of a clever thing. Sorry. It's a clever mention that, yeah.
This isn't going as planned. Where's my emergency switch located? Ah, that's better. Now, let's see how nimble you are.
Yeah, so here's where the real battle begins. It's essentially the same as before, only now we have an electric floor. This is what makes this battle quite a bit tougher than it was before. Oh, crap. Oh, damn it, not what I meant to do. Oh, jeez, I have no health right now. Crap. I know I saw some over here. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's really hard to get away from. I should be able to get some here, because this is the nuts and bolts attack. There's pretty much infinitely respawning grenade eggs. I don't know why I went for that attack there, but crap! That should work, though. Yep. And now it's just the jumpy attack. Pretty much just the aiming while he's inhaling is kind of the problem, but anyway, I also think he's a little bit faster. He seems to borrow some cues from Mad Jack. I believe if you camp in the corners, I believe he can't actually hit you. Or at least, maybe it's that his inhale attack isn't as good in the if you're in the corners, but anyways, oh crap. Yep, alright, got him. That was it for Welder. Oh well. Looks like my welding days are over. Boom! And his head, very fortunately, smashes that thing. How convenient would it be if it didn't? Which also just so happens to open another door. And I believe it also shuts off this rotating thing. Yeah. And that is a room we have not been to yet. And this is actually a little interesting, kind of like Lord Rufak. Well, they're still here. Appear to be quite badly injured. That's too bad. Now, where's the prize? I guess I can let you have this. That's a prize. Is that all we get? Gotta be kidding me. May use it to get back out. I stashed my Jiggy behind the giant fan for safekeeping, but there's nothing to stop you from reaching it now. Oh, I'm learning to keep my big mouth shut. Yeah. Overall, Welder's a pretty interesting fight. I love the music with him. I think I could say that about just about every boss theme. I didn't mention it when we fought Terry or maybe even Lord Rufak. I don't remember, but I love pretty much all the boss themes in this game. Probably my favorite songs in the game, period. They're all pretty much remixes of main level themes. Also, this ladder could... Fortunately, just glitching up this ladder isn't gonna seem to help anyway. And if I fall here, I swear to God... Oh, almost did. That was really, really worrisome there. But yeah, we got a Cheeto page for all that, which I believe is the last one in the level. I could have sworn when I checked the stat totals it said I had everything, but now it should say I have pretty much everything here. Yep. Remember, on a normal basis, you might have one less Jiggy because the waste disposal plant Jiggy. You're normally not supposed to get this early, but let's be honest, you will wait for an eternity if you get it the normal way. So, just as a heads up, if you're planning on doing things all legit, no sequence breaking, you're going to be waiting a long time for that one. Anyways, let's get the Jiggy here. 60 Jiggies. And there's... I don't know if we could have came to this room beforehand. If we could have, I don't remember. But anyways, over here, we're in the waste disposal plant at another side of it. I believe there's a split-up pad there, yes. And there's a Jiggy down there. We cannot get that. We need to backtrack for that. Fortunately, it's only after the next world that we can backtrack to this one, so... Yeah, minor inconveniences, I know, but... That's gonna do it for this episode of Banjo-Tooie. Grunty Industries is now pretty much done for now. Next time, where the heck even does this lead? I remember this tunnel being, like, taking forever, but I don't remember where the heck this goes to. Oh. Okay, this is just by the... Yeah, okay, this is just by the entrance here, so yeah. Now I understand why I never went to the giant fan room, because I never went to the air control plant. Next time on Let's Play Banjo-Tooie, we're gonna head back to a couple previous worlds, Pterodactyl Land and a couple others, and get some stuff we missed. I'll see you guys for that then. Peace out.